Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Muscatine Today show. It is Monday. It's been a Monday already, but I'm dressed, I'm ready, I'm here. My kid's still alive, she's with me. So I guess I've checked off all the things that are the most important things so far. I'm excited about today's show. I want to start off first by saying thank you to our sponsors of the show. It's important that we have them because without them we wouldn't get to talk about, all the cool stuff that we get to talk about. Muscatine, all the awesome things that are happening in and around the community, things like the events that happened last weekend, which we'll talk about later on too. But our show sponsors include R7 Reclaimed, Impact Life Blood Center, of course Lutheran Living, CBI, Toyota Muscatine, Impact Athletic Performance, Suntan City Muscatine, Real Estate Resource Associates, Unity Point Health Trinity Muscatine, and then of course Hy-Vee with the Market Grill. We take over literally every morning unless we go outside, and they are just so nice to us about that. So thank you so much to our sponsors. We are going to just dig right in. So last night I guess I thought I was already signed up for the Alzheimer's Walk. This whole time I'm like, yeah, I'm on a team. I'm going strong, this and that, because I just kind of go through the motions of doing the things I do every year. And I realized I went to get on my dashboard to share it out on Facebook, and I didn't have a dashboard for this year quite yet. So I got on, I registered Hanley, and we're all good to go now.
Good.
It's official. I mean, this whole time I've been on a team, but it's official now. But so we're here to chat about Muscatine's Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Yes, we are.
So I don't know exactly, but this walk's been going on for several years in Muscatine. Generally, it's on a Saturday, but this year's a little different. This year, we're going to have it on a Friday night.
Yes, yeah, we are. September 24th. And
That's really cool.
Yeah, last year obviously interrupted because of COVID.
It was a virtual thing.
It was a virtual thing, yeah, and we still raised a substantial amount of money for that. And there's so many causes that we want to take up. We want to help people out as much as we can. For me, Alzheimer's has been part of my life for, I've honestly lost count with my mom, and we can go into that testimony later, but as far as this year, yes, it's moved to September 24th. And there's so many great things going on that weekend. I mean, Muscatine, we are going to be alive.
Yes.
For that weekend.
I've been telling people they need to hibernate and build up some energy because there are a lot of events coming up, specifically that weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Almost Friday Fest.
Almost Friday Fest, and that's going 3 days.
Yes, so it's Almost Friday Fest on Thursday, Friday,
and Saturday.
Plus we have the walk on Friday, plus Over the Edge Friday. Then Saturday there's music too, right?
Yes.
It's this is going to be a legit weekend. There's going to be stuff to do.
Muscatine downtown is going to be buzzing.
Yeah.
And I did Over the Edge 2-3 years ago as I was opening up Impact Athletic Performance, and so bringing awareness to that. But today, certainly, the three groups are also working together.
Yes.
And we're not working in silos. So the Almost Friday Fest people, we're working, as a representative of the walk to End Alzheimer's.
And how to incorporate all of those events together and kind of weave them.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be a part of every single one of the events that are going on with no problem. I'm going Over the Edge. I'm walking.
Oh my.
And I go to Almost Friday Fest. So I'm just ready to go. I'm going to go over the edge, then I'm going to plop down, I'm going to go over, and then I'm going to do the walk. Then I'm going to party on the riverfront at Almost Friday Fest.
There we go.
I'm ready.
It's a full weekend already. I'm almost ready and tired. And from being a golf coach standpoint, I couldn't do Over the Edge because that is our golf team's MAC championship.
Oh.
So we're over in Kewanee, Illinois for 2 days. So I have that in the morning. I'm rushing back to do the walk.
But it's such a great, all of them are such great causes and such an awesome opportunity for us to be involved in the community.
And whether you're donating strictly to Over the Edge or Alzheimer's, obviously we're here. We want to talk about Alzheimer's. But whether it's $10 or $100 or $1,000, whatever that amount is,
every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts. And we're so, we're so lucky to be able to have all of this going on at one time. Teams still have, there's still a great opportunity to create a team or to join team. RJ Strong, was that?
No, so Roger Fletcher.
Oh, okay.
You know Matt Fletcher, right?
Yes.
Yes. So his dad, I've been on his team for the past several years. And so Roger's All-Stars.
Roger's All-Stars, I apologize, yes.
And so that's, but yeah, Impact has a team.
We have a team.
Sunnybrook has a team. And the cool thing about it too is I love that if you don't have a team or you don't want to start one of your own, join any of those teams. Everyone's welcoming. Everybody wants you to be part of their team. You can sign up as an individual as well, if you want. But you can also join a cool team and be a part of that as well if you want. And anybody would be happy to have you.
Absolutely.
Regardless. And we were talking actually before, I go to Impact and obviously am a big fan of that, but we're on separate teams. We're not gonna duke it out after the show or anything. We're all here for the same reason, all here for the same cause, and that's to raise money to be, we want that first survivor. Right.
And as far as our Muscatine Walk, like I said, September 24th, which is a Friday, around 4:30 is our start time.
Yep.
We have some new corporate sponsors on board with us this year, and it's one of the hats that I've worn this year. Michelle Kellman came to Autumn and myself at the end of last year and asked if we'd do the corporate engagement committee and bringing companies on board. And so, we've been very fortunate to be able to do that. Some great companies, some new companies that are now involved. But overall, it's just really going to be a fun time. Yep. I'm trying to. I have all these talk points in my head. But as we've already talked about, really any donation works, and we talk about degrees of separation. Yep. And so my journey with Alzheimer's is maybe very similar to somebody else's, or they know somebody who has gone through Alzheimer's. And sometimes, and I'm already getting choked up in regards to the effect that it's had on my life. Yeah. This is crazy. Stop. But,
Mary Darnell's walking in honor of her mom.
And that's perfect. And we walk in honor of somebody. Yep. We walk in the memory of somebody. Somebody's going through through Alzheimer's, and this early onset dementia. There's been great progress with medicines, but we want to be able to get that first cure. Yep. And when that happens, that's going to be amazing. There's nothing that I can do in regards to, what happened to my mom, who went through roughly 5-6 year battle with early onset dementia, then into full-blown Alzheimer's. My sister-in-law just lost her mom to Alzheimer's as well, and that was 4 weeks ago. So it touches us greatly in all aspects of life. And the reason we're doing this, doing the walk, is that maybe, just maybe, there's a cure that maybe is for me. or maybe it's for our children,
Yep.
our children's children.
Yep.
At some point in time, we will get this, and so that's where the money goes to, and,
Yep.
and that's what we're really trying to focus on.
Yeah, I mean, I know the money goes towards finding that cure. I know they use money to help with like support groups for people, whether they are going through the battle themselves, whether they're a caregiver. Like you said, I mean, it is like I use this description a lot. It's like an ocean, you know, like there are waves,
Yes.
and like the first wave hits, and that's like the children of these people. Well, you know, there's after a while, it gets a little bit, the wave's a little smaller, but it also affects their friends and you know, and their nieces and nephews, and it's just it's just this ocean of people that are affected, just even though it's an individual that actually has the diagnosis.
And you hit on a wonderful point. So, you know, my mom went through this from basically 2001 to 2007. I lost her in November of 2007. And the biggest thing and what came out of that is that the support for the caregivers. My dad did the best he could.
Yep.
And it weighed heavily on him. So beyond the cure, we look at these support groups, and they are so wonderful.
Yeah.
We are not on an island as we go through this. We all know someone who's gone through a battle of cancer and Alzheimer's. We all have these touch points.
Yep.
But as a caregiver, we sometimes forget about that.
You sometimes feel like you're on an island all by yourself.
You do. And then, you know, I'm so blessed to have my dad. He started leading the support groups. And so he didn't see that at the beginning, but all of a sudden now he's leading these groups and you know,
using his experience to help other people.
That's what
it's all about.
His experience. And you know, and we all go through these hardships in our time. But it's what do we do with those? I think we're given those hardships to say, you know what, maybe I can be a leader in helping people get through this.
Yep.
So, you know.
That's what this walk's all about.
It is.
Joining together.
Gosh. I can talk about impact all day. I can talk about Alzheimer's all day. But for me, you know, there's passion when I talk about working out. But I think a lot of emotions bubble up when I start talking about my mom, start talking about my dad, and so I think that's why Autumn and I have you know taken up this, and I can't speak enough about you know Megan Francis and Michelle Kelman and Jordan and this entire team. They worked tirelessly to be able to create this walk, and so you know it's a beautiful thing.
Go and support it. So I talk a lot about how I don't have like necessarily a direct connection to me, but it was you know, my friend Matt, and when he started going through his journey with his father, and I jumped on board and wanted to be supportive of that. And I think it was that first year that I started a team that you actually reached out and told me about your story with your mom. And we started talking, and I mean, it was crazy, the people that I didn't know, you know, like they're friends of mine, but I didn't realize the connections that I had, you know, to people who were battling or were caregivers or, you know, and so I think you'll be surprised if you decide to be a part of the walk and you put out that first Facebook post or whatever, the people that you'll realize actually around you that are affected by it, you know, directly.
Absolutely.
Even if you are not. So it's a fun time. It's a cool event to be a part of. I love the garden and being able to plant that flower and all of those different pieces that make this event really unique. So whether you want to join as an individual or join somebody's team or start a team of your own. I think last year there was maybe a team of kiddos that did pretty good too. It's really cool also. You sign up and register, and it costs you nothing to sign up and register for this walk.
Exactly.
Because that's the awareness part of this walk, is they want people just to come out. And then if you want to earn your shirt, you know, you start doing some of the fundraising, and you'll be surprised at how easy that can be. It can be just a Facebook post, or Hanley and I designed some stickers, some water bottle stickers that we're going to be selling pretty soon. Shameless plug. Once those come in, I'll show you guys all about those. But just everybody comes up with different. Jordan, you know, the different things. Kayla sold t-shirts. You can be as creative as you want with your fundraising on your team, or you can simply put a post out and say, hey, I'm doing this thing, you guys. I hope that you'll support me. And you'll be surprised at the support that you receive off just a single post on Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
So sign up for the walk. It costs you nothing. Come out and hang out with us, raise the awareness, learn something about Alzheimer's, and help us find that way to the first survivor.
Yeah, and I think you brought up a great point in regards to just, you may not know anybody that has it, but to be able to show up and see the garden. The garden is very, very impactful in regards to seeing just a small little blip of people that have been affected within the community. And then you start seeing the support, and I think it can really take hold, and we're looking to improve every year. Now, I'll say that we have reached some good goals in regards to our company engagement, and we take an approach with our I don't use the word sponsorship when we start going out and talking to companies. It's a partnership. We want to be able to partner with these outside companies, but we also want to partner with these individuals. Understand that what their impact can do, what their little $10 and how that small ripple can eventually lead into a tidal wave of donations. So it's honestly an exciting time. We're going to hold this rain or shine.
Doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Bring your umbrellas if it rains.
And our renovated waterfront, it's a beautiful walk. So we're really, really excited about this.
Yeah, well, come and join us and Mary, it sounds like. She's going to be walking. I don't know which team she's on, but I'm sure if she's got a team, she'd love to have you on it as well. But you can join any of the teams, sign up as an individual, sign up and start your own team. And just come and be a part of the walk and hang out. A lot of people have said, well, I'm not able to walk. Come and just hang out. Bring your lawn chair. Sign up, register, and come and
cheer on the people that are walking.
You still get your flower, and you can still do the garden and all of those things, and not have to walk. So we're not going to force you down the path. So come and just hang out. That's what it's really about, is that community, and it's going to be a big community.
I think people will be amazed on how big a community it is.
So thank you for coming on, sharing your story. I know it's hard. I feel that to my soul. Anything that has to do, there's something about talking about your parents and their battles, because they're like superheroes in our minds, right? When they're your parents, they're the superheroes, and nothing can ever happen to them. And then at some point in your life, it does, and it's a different kind of thing that you can't explain to anyone. No one can possibly understand it until they've been through it themselves. So.
And then we talked about my dad as a caregiver. If someone who has gone through taking care of a spouse, a family member. And right now I see my dad going through, if not early onset dementia, maybe that first stage, he's getting forgetful. And you see that. And, now he's gone from that caregiver to maybe that patient. And so at 92, or excuse me, he'll be 91 this year.
I won't tell him that you said that he was 92.
He's not on any social media.
Okay.
He doesn't even have his cell phone. Is just that's a different story.
That's a whole different episode.
I think it's still a flip phone. It could be a bag phone for all I know. But I mean, you see the transitions, and so that's how powerful this becomes. And he's like, gosh. I talked to Michelle about this. The support that you see on Alzheimer's, the Alzheimer's website, it becomes, it's like, now is that my destiny to be able to sometime down the road be able to get this, and that's why we talk about let's find that first cure.
Yep.
And all this money goes to that. So
Yep.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. So come out and be a part of it. It's super easy. We put the walk link right in the post today on today's show. So click on that and get registered and start your journey with Muscatine Walk to End Alzheimer's. And it'll be a good journey.
I challenge the companies that are out there. Get some teams together. But if that's not your bag, no worries.
Yep.
Join the Rogers All-Stars. Join Impact's team. We'd love to have you. There's teams everywhere.
Yes.
Join in.
Absolutely. We're going to do what's in the box.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Did you know that there's a timer actually on here?
Does chop off your...
It does, yeah.
My.
If you don't get it within the time frame, a knife comes down and just...
I'm all of a sudden my palms are sweaty.
So Toyota sponsors What's in the Box. Today you get to do What's in the Box. And since you're get started. You know the thing, so pop open the doors so they can be right there with you.
It's something from the frozen food aisle.
Okay. It's cold?
It's cold, yes.
It's cold.
Feels... Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
Ice cream sandwich.
It's an ice cream sandwich. It is. It's actually National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. Did you get a healthy one? Did you find a healthy one? The healthiest healthy ice cream sandwich that you can get, you know? Let's see what it is. Yes, he did. He went over to the health food. I sent him to the health food section. I didn't want to get in trouble from Autumn.
Well, that's good. Well, and so, you know, from our nutrition program, we don't restrict anything.
No.
Just understand what you're putting into your body.
Yeah, so you guys can share that. That's your prize for winning today.
Well,
and you guys can go and you can share that and celebrate National Ice Cream Sandwich Day together.
Ooh.
I bet your little guy would like that
I think he would. I think he might
like
have
a little
to have
bit
some. This is from Des Moines.
And from Des Moines. Look at that.
Ooh.
Locally raised ice cream sandwich there. All right, we are going to go to a quick break. Thank you again for coming on and sharing your story. I think those are the stories that make it real, even more real, is knowing people in our community that have gone through it.
And don't be afraid to share your story.
Yes.
Don't be afraid. It's, you know, it's a wonderful community.
Even though it can be an emotional thing, it's good to share your story and to let some of that show sometimes. So thanks, I appreciate it.
You bet.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about an event that happened this past weekend and share some of their successes. So we'll be right back in just a second.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
All right, everyone. So I told you No Baffles, No Brakes held a bikers rally, if you will, down at the Rose Bowl over the weekend, and it was pretty cool. We had Chris went down and did some video and kind of captured some little snippets of the event and some of the things that they had going on down there. I was told that the No Baffles, No Brakes fundraiser at the Rose Bowl on Saturday raised over $6,000 for the University of Iowa NICU. So pretty impressive stuff. I also read some really cool posts from Kathy and some of the Rose Bowl team just about the vibes that were going on at the event and how generous and respectful the group was. So kudos to all of them for being such an amazing group of individuals out raising such awareness and raising money for such a great cause as the University of Iowa NICU. So we'll show you a little quick video here of the event, just a little recap of that No Baffles, No Breaks fundraiser that they had down at the Rose Bowl over the weekend. So kudos again to all of the people who got together and put that event on down there. It takes a small army to put on an event like that and be successful. So great job, and what a great cause. I am so glad you guys all joined us today on the show. Happy Monday to everyone. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Tony's going to join us to talk a little bit about the Muskies and heading back to school soon. So all of the things you'll need to know about heading back to school if you're a Muskies, getting registered, and just all of the things. Fall sports, anything that is Muskies and is now, Tony's going to talk about tomorrow. So don't miss out on that, plus a ton of other great things. Thank you again to all of the viewers and to our sponsors. We will see you tomorrow. But until then, don't forget that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we believe it's important to be strong supporters of our local community.
And that's why we donate thousands upon thousands of dollars to local Muscatine charities each year.
It's the reason why all of our employees are local to the area and have a vested interest in our community.
Even Daisy and Dilly keep it local by visiting the local dog park.
So remember, when you shop Toyota Muscatine, you're not only sure to get great service, but you're here also supporting local.